Hello, hello. Happy Friday. I am live and completely unexpected. Did not expect to do a live today, but I ended up doing something that was interesting and I thought that I would share. So I'm just trying to make sure, again, as always, that you can hear me. Um, as always, this is impromptu, spontaneous. So I'm sorry that I don't give advance notice for these lives because I can't. I honestly can't because I don't even know that I'm going to go live. But it's nice to be back in my studio. I haven't been in here to actually do any real art for me for over a month, I think. It's just been that kind of month. And I did share a couple of updates most recently about why I haven't been sharing any makes and why, um, you know, I'm just taking life one day at a time, and art hasn't really been part of that in a very cohesive way, in a very structured way, like it usually is. So, just not been sharing any makes. I have been doing a lot of stuff at school for the most part, and we went on vacation to Jamaica for a week ago, and so there's just been, stuff happening. But today I made 95 gratitude tags with my gel plate, with a scraper and with my gel plate. My hands, you can see, are happy. So I just wanted to quickly share that. And I wanted to ask if you might be interested in, I don't know when I'll be able to do it, but I did want to see if there was an interest in making these gratitude tags with me um, in a live demo sometime in the next 2 weeks before school gets out, hopefully. But let me just switch cameras here so I can show you what I've been up to. It's really, really fun to have been doing this. Switching my camera right now so you can see. Okay, so all I did was, don't know if you remember, we did the scraper technique where I would just put some blobs of paper, blobs of paint on paper. So this is the paper I was using. I used the Bristol Smooth. So all I did was I dropped some, and this you can see, this is just from working on this paper. So all I did was drop some blobs of paint here, take a scraper, and just scraped the paint around. And out of a couple of blobs, I had 4 blobs of paint, and out of those 4 blobs of paint, I got about 7 sheets of this colorful paper. And then when I got the colorful paper done, out of those 7 sheets, I was able to cut out 95 tags. So these are 2x4 tags that I was able to cut out, and I have 95 of them. So you can see how, because this was scraped, it's all like different in each one of them. And then I used stencils on my gel plate. So this is the scraping technique right here. You can see in the background how I got some texture from my scrapes. The patterns were all random and abstract. And, it just made for some fun, colorful papers that I then used my gel plate for masking. So I'll quickly show you. I limited myself. And again, this is, something you don't have to do with a gel plate. You can also just do it with stencils and a brush if you have like one of those blender brushes. But I use these 2 stencils. These are from, I think from Dina Wakley. Dina Wakley has these beautiful leaf stencils. So I used these, and then I used 1 feather. And my daughter had recently done a craft activity, and she had these leaves as part of that craft activity. So I started using this. This is from Target, the dollar bin at Target. So these are kind of hot glued on. And so if you want, you can make your own stencils. I thought this was a really easy way to make stencils as well. You can just cut some felt out and then hot glue it on to make your own stencils. So anyway, so I used this in a couple of them, but mostly just these 2 leaf stencils, this feather, and the primary colors I used for masking were the Prussian blue and the Perol red. So these were the 2 that I used. I did use some parchment in a couple of them. I did not clean my gel plate out in between any of these, which is why I got some really cool ghost prints and also layered prints. So I'm going to see if I can zoom this in a bit so you can get a closer look at some of these. And I don't know if zooming in, I'm rusty on this stuff now. Wait, it did zoom in, didn't it? Zoomed in too much. Well, I think this might be a better view for you guys. Okay, so here are the prints. I'll just go through them real fast. So this is 2x4, and how I'm punching the holes in the middle is by using my punch tagger or tag puncher, tag puncher. So I'm just using this one. I didn't use the regular tag punching shape, but because this is a 2x4, it kind of fits in nicely into this. And then I can just go like that. Oh, of course it didn't work on this one. But this is what I've been doing. This is how I've been punching the holes here. This one's better. So you just kind of go in and goes in the middle, and then you've got a hole. And then what I'll do is I'll ultimately add one of those thingies in there and then put a string through. So this is another one of those tags. So this is what I'll end up doing. This is not made with a gel plate. This was a different technique. I do have it recorded. This was from before my vacation. So I do have this. Actually, this is before I went to India. This is on black watercolor paper, and this is also a thank you tag. I did record it, so I will be able to share a process video for it, but I'll put one of these thingamajigs there and then put the ribbon through. And I will probably print out these thanks and then just add on the side instead of using a stamp or anything else. I might do some dotting and some decoration in some of these. I'm not sure yet, but for now, this is kind of where I am using this kind of as it's almost like a template, but very, very easy to make. I mean, I did all of these 95 gratitude tags in an hour, believe it or not. 95 gratitude tags in an hour, just using the scraper technique, a couple of acrylic blobs of paint, and my gel plate. So here's a closer look at some of these. You can see some are layered, some are not. Some are very dark, but I will lighten these up with a white gel pen. It's going to be really easy to do that and fast. I'll do some of these with gold, maybe some with silver. I'm not sure yet, but I will definitely share the final gratitude tags. And the backs you can see are not very clean. I don't clean them up usually. I will just write on them something personalized for the recipient. I don't like to polish these up, clean them up, put another clean sheet of paper because this is handmade. I am proud that these are handmade, and people, when they receive a gratitude tag and realize that this is unique and it is handmade, I feel like they just treasure it so much more because this is, there's no other tag. No two tags are similar. There's no other gratitude tag that is going to be like the one that they get. And some of these, you can still see how this was stuck to this because they're wet. But these were ghost prints that I pulled. Some of these are ghost prints, which was really cool. The ghost prints for some were so clear. I had a ball today for an hour. So fun. And you can see how, it's the same stencil. You use the same colors for masking, and yet they look different. They're similar but different. I just love that. It's just so fun to play with a gel plate and to use the scraper technique to create the colored papers to start out with. Just makes things so much easier. And I could have gone many different routes with these colorful sheets of paper that I created. I could have just stamped something. Silhouettes would have looked great on them, but I just wanted some big muscle movement today with my gel plate. This one is a feather and a leaf combined. I just thought, it's very grungy, but I just thought that was so cool that I got the feather and I got a leaf, both on this one. So this is probably going to go to someone who appreciates this kind of grunge. Yeah. So yeah, you can just see how fun and easy these were to make. And if you look up close at the textures on some of these, it always blows my mind away how cool the details end up being. It's just amazing to me that something so simple with a scraper, with a couple of paint blobs. This is art. This is art, really. It's just so much fun. It is so unique. It is so interesting. It is so fast. I love, oh my gosh, I hadn't noticed this, but I love this. So amazing. So let me know if you want me to do a pre-recorded video for this technique or do a live demo where you play along with me. We'll set up a time, do a little play date. I love this one also. Hi, Libby. Thanks for watching, and thank you so much for your kind words. I haven't done this in a while, and it just such a beautiful release of energy today for me. These were with my daughter's craft thingy from Target. I didn't, I mean, I'll embellish them, but just with these stencils, oh my goodness, some of these are just like gorgeous. And I tried some light blue here. You can see there was a ghost print that got painted in the background over here too. So really, really cool. A live Zoom. I like the idea of a live Zoom because then I actually get to see your faces and interact with you. That would be a cool one to do. So yeah, we can totally do that. Let's see how much interest we get and how many people want to sign up for it. I'll set up a time, and I would love for some live interaction. You know how much I miss you all, and just the community interaction is so wonderful. It just fills my heart with so much joy, and you know, all of us always get different results, especially when a gel plate is involved. Look at this one. It looks like a silhouette, doesn't it? It's a beautiful ghost print. My heart is so happy and so filled with gratitude, and this was the perfect thing for me to do today. I love the movement in this one. It just feels like it's swaying in the wind. So pretty. And you know, sometimes when I say stuff like that about things that I've made myself, I used to feel awkward about, you know, kind of, it felt braggy almost to say, oh, this is beautiful. I made this. Look at it. But I don't feel that way anymore because, I mean, I didn't really have much to do in the creation of this, honestly. I was just playing. And it's okay to say that I made something awesome. It's totally okay for all of you to say and to take pride in your work and not feel like it's not something you should say. It's not something you should celebrate. I absolutely am celebrating each one of these and the hour that I got to spend with them and how different they are and how unique they are. And every time I see something, some detail, my heart skips a beat. Like this one has just so much going on. This is also a ghost print. Would you believe that? So much going on in this one. So pretty. So yeah, 1 hour, 95 thank you tags, and now I get to finish them up and I get to hand these out to people in my community, and I just love that. So I am really looking forward to arming myself with these gratitude tags, going out there, handing them out, having some fun conversations with people in our community, and inspiring others to continue making these because they are such a joy to create. If you would like to make these with me, let me know in a comment. I don't know why my personal keeps turning on and off, but well, yeah. So if you would like to join me in doing these live, please just let me know in the comments. I feel like my camera is switching back and forth, but I am still here, so you probably can still hear me. So let me know if you would like to do these live in a Zoom call or however. I'd be happy to do it with you. I'd be happy to share a video of it if a recording works better. Usually when we do lives, I'm able to share recordings later on. So recordings are never a problem. It's more the live if the time works for people. And we'll do the scraper technique. We'll bring out our acrylic paints. We'll take out our gel plates. And we'll make some of these gratitude tags for folks in our community and make people's days happier and fill our hearts with joy because this really is such a bucket-filling activity. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to hear from you in the comments. Let me know if you would like a live class. We'll probably do an hour-long class and see how many tags we're able to make in that hour-long class. I will have some, if we end up doing it for an hour, I will have some pre-material checklist kind of thing so that you come armed with the paper that is already cut out, so we're not spending time cutting our paper and punching the holes. And we can actually leave at the end of the hour with finished gratitude tags. So I would love for us to be able to do that if there is enough interest and excitement and enthusiasm. And I have at least 5 people who say they want to do it. Okay? All right. Everybody have a wonderful day, and I will see you all soon.